We're sticking to a theme in this week's movie reviews. Michael Cook's here with his take on Dune Part 2 and Spaceman.
Let's start.
Let's see.
Both movies dealing with space and planets and so on and so forth. Let's start off with Dune Part 2. This opened at theaters today. First of all, let me say two things on the front end. If you've not seen the first Dune, you cannot see this second one because it will make absolutely no sense.
And does it make sense if you've seen the first one?
It does make sense
Okay.
if you've seen the first one. Yes, it does. And then let me say about the second one, this plot is so intricate, I really can't explain it in 2 full minutes, but I'll give it a go. There you see Timothée Chalamet. He is the almost the last survivor of a great house on this far away planet, this desert planet. His mother's played by Rebecca Ferguson. He is trying to get revenge for the murder of his tribe, or his house as it's called. He spends times with these desert people. Zendaya is one of the key leaders of this group. On this desert planet, there's this thing of spice that is magical and can do wonderful things. You know, as I'm describing it, that's a lot to describe.
Mm-hmm.
But let me say this: visually, this movie is incredibly stunning. It's worth seeing at the movie theater. And second of all, I loved it. We saw that we reviewed the first one a couple years ago, and I did not like the original version. I gave it a 6.5, but this one is just absolutely fantastic. It's a lot easier to follow. The story is more straightforward of revenge, of trying to, bring different groups together and fight it out over, this precious resources. That was easier to explain than the first one, but good acting, great story. Again, there Austin Butler plays one of the evil villains trying to take over, so on and so forth. But go see this at the theater. I love this movie. I give it a 9 out of 10.
What a turnaround, because sequels usually do not do as well as the first. And you told me before, it's 6.5 on Dune.
Exactly,
Dune.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is going to be like a 4.
This is
the
rare case where the sequel is better than the original.
That's 9 or 9.5?
9.
9, okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
Worth seeing, definitely worth seeing. But
kind of like T2 is better than Terminator?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Now let's talk about Spaceman. This premiered on Netflix today. It stars Adam Sandler. He plays a Czechoslovakian cosmonaut or an astronaut. He's on a solo mission because there is a mysterious purple cloud near Jupiter, and he has to spend a year long. Well, he is lonely.
You think?
Yeah, he's on the solo mission. His wife, their relationship is falling apart. She's pregnant, but he left her behind to go on this mission. And as he's out there alone, all of a sudden this tarantula, this space alien tarantula, appears out of nowhere, and he doesn't know if it's his imagination or if it's real. And this is Paul Dano gives the voice to this spider, and he really starts plowing the depths of Adam Sandler's character's psyche in terms of why he's so lonely, why the choices he made in life, why did he leave his wife to go on this year-long mission in this sort of janky spaceship that seems like it's barely held together on this mission to this purple cloud. Adam Sandler, we all know him from his comedic movies, but he is actually a very good dramatic actor, and here he does a very good job of sort of playing a kind of the haggard, lonely man trying to grapple with his past and the choices that he's made and realizing he's made the wrong choices. Paul Dano's character, of course you never see him, but his voice is absolutely perfect. This movie, though, it tries to be really philosophical and get at real deep things, but it just doesn't quite get there. It's not really as astute or as insightful as you want it to be for something that tries to be so cerebral. But I did enjoy it, on the margins, which is why I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, marginal there.
A decent movie, but again, good to see Adam Sandler in dramatic roles because he does have those good chops for that.
When you were starting describing it, I'm thinking this is going to be your typical Adam Sandler movie.
Exactly.
This is going to be like a 2.
Happy Madison in space kind of thing.
Happy Madison Gilmore, right?
No.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we'll be right back.